Hey there guys, welcome back to Shell's Explain Us. This is a discussion video where we're going to chat about what went down shortly yesterday in Leeds game, where we losing the grip of the game and therefore being punished and throwing away a 2-0 lead. And I think the game exposed the inexperience in the team and the disciplinary problems we have. And this has been going on ever since Blue Co took over, and it is a problem, and it needs to be fixed. I don't think it's going to, but we're going to chat about it and also why it is important to have experience and leaders in a team and how it can benefit you. So before we dive any further into this discussion video, make sure you like this video, subscribe to my page, hit that notification bell down below, and also grab something to drink and make yourself comfortable. So the first talking point is going to be about that the inexperience throughout the team was revealed yet again yesterday, this time against Leeds. We were 2-0 up, Caicedo making an unnecessary challenge. He has done this before where you don't need to be reckless. We're leading. You can be a bit cautious. Maybe your teammate can intercept it or block a shot. Leeds being awarded a penalty. They score from it, and shortly after they equalize, make it 2-2, and that was one of the most hilarious defending I've seen from Chelsea in a long time. And I think also the goal should have been ruled out because it hits the arm in the leading up to the goal. But as Liam Rosinha said in the post-match interview, even if the ball hits an opponent's hand or arm or whatever, call for it when the ball is out of play. You have to make sure you clear it first from danger. So it was very poor from Chalobah to just stand there and scream at the referee. They should have dealt with the situation immediately, and then he could have go and talk to the referee. Acheampong and Caicedo was trying to win the ball back from the Leeds forward. Acheampong trying to be clever, calling for Sanchez to come out and gonna collect it, but instead of just clearing it safely when we're leading 2-1 and has lost the grip of the game and control and everything is completely going south at the moment, he tries to play it smart and we get punished for it. The ball gets intercepted. The Leeds player plays it to Okafor, who has just open net, is behind Gusto in his blind sight. Gusto had no awareness whatsoever what he had behind him. So it's everyone who was involved in that situation should of course get the blame for the goal. And that shows the inexperience, because if you're looking at an elite defender like Thiago Silva when we had him, he's someone that would have cleared the ball away. Because he has the experience and know-how. He has gone through so many games, so many different situations that other players most likely hasn't. And he knows what to do in certain moments. There are moments where you can be smart and be a bit ice cold, but it shouldn't be that inside the box when you're leading and when you have lost the control of the game. So, and this has been in other situations before, under Maresca, under Pochettino, when we're starting to lose the grip and control of the game, and when the opponent is taking charge, creating chances, going on dangerous transitions, we completely fumble and being chaotic and all over the place. Play it simple with big margins. We need to take control of the game again, and then we can start being a bit more brave. So as much as the player is to blame for, I think Rosinha is that as well. This is something he needs to get through to the team, which he talked about, and I'm sure it's going to get a bit better. But this has been a common pattern ever since we started to sign younger players, and it's normal for young players to be raw. there can be a few examples of young players that know what to do immediately and has the composure, know-how in certain situations, but that's quite rare to see. Um, we can focus a lot on Josh Chimpong and maybe blame him, telling him he's not good enough, he's not ready, but I'm not going to go down at least the route of calling him a poor defender, because I think Josh Chimpong has a bright future if he's continued to developing in the right direction. He's a fantastic ball playing defender, can play as a right back as well if you need him to. And I think it was wrong actually of Leon Rosinger to start Josh in Premier League game when you haven't had that many minutes throughout the season. I mean, Premier League is a different breed compared to maybe playing in the Carabao Cup or in the FA Cup. I think it would have been better to ease Josh into the team either by getting minutes from the bench or in the cup games. We have Hull now on Friday. That could have been a perfect opportunity to play him as a right back or centre back, so they can gain that confidence and belief, because Premier League has just much higher tempo and he's playing within himself a lot, especially when he's going to defend. And he was in that first half, he was caught on the transition, had to make an early foul, received a yellow card. I think Leon Rosinger has great play management, so I think he's going to talk to Josh and tell him to lift his head up and learn from this. And ever since we started to sign young players on the Blue Co, we have had another common issue that is not getting away. We're not getting rid of it, and Leon Rosinger has to change this because it is affecting our results. And that is that we have a disciplinary issue, and this started under Pochettino. We had it under Maresca, and now we have it as well under Rosinger. We are taking so many unnecessary yellow cards for many different reasons. We are being booked for descendant, talking to the referee. We are sometimes making needless challenges for no reason. Under Pochettino and Maresca, I think we accumulated over 100 cards and was first in Premier League both seasons for most bookings. And this season we're sitting second. This hasn't gone away, and we have a lot of players not thinking clearly, thinking smartly in certain situations, just fouling the opponent when we don't need to foul them, saying something to the referee when we don't have to. And this goes to show you that we have inexperience in the team, and that it is affecting the results in this type of way. We have also received a lot of red cards in recent times, which is completely unnecessary. So, I mean, of course you can get booked, but not on this type of level in the last 3 years. We've also had players making problems outside of the pitch, going on nightclubs, having problems on the pitch as well, trying to steal penalties and stuff. But now Madueke and Jackson, one of these guys, isn't here anymore. Mudryk is suspended. We haven't seen much of this this season, so that is good at least. But Leon Rosinger has one task to do, and he needs to get this drill into the players that we need to fix our disciplinary issues. Second and last talking point is going to be around why experience can be important and beneficial for your team. And we can just simply look at the top teams in the top 5 leagues. What do they have in common? And how come they can be so consistent? Now, obviously, they have a proper project. They have a manager that is in high standards, that has got players recruited that suits their style of play. But they also have a blend of experienced and young players that has qualities. I mean, you can still be a young player and an experience, for example, like Enzo Fernandez, that has played tons of matches for a young age and won big trophies, especially the World Cup for Argentina on international level. James is not young anymore, but he has won 5 trophies, the biggest one being Champions League, played tons of games on club and international level. Cucurella is hitting his prime now, and he has won Euros with Spain, also played tons of games in his career. When you have a nice blend, it allows the younger players to have players to look up to, listen, take advice from, because these guys has gone through things they haven't gone through. They can help them climatize to the team, climatize to the club's culture. They, as I said, they can learn from them. They can be someone to rely upon when things are going wrong in a game, for example. They can look to these experienced players or the captains and sort of like, what do we do now? Can you help me? Can you help take charge of the game now? I mean, we lost the grip completely now. Because experienced players, they have that know-how, they have the composure, they know what to do in certain situations, and they can teach that to the younger ones. They can help you set winning mentality, high standards. They can learn you how to be disciplined. They simply add that maturity and can definitely have an effect on these younger guys, whether they feeling comfortable, confident, and can improve and go in the right direction of hitting their potential. I mean, one perfect example is Chalobah when he played alongside Thiago Silva, Aspilicueta at times. James were a part of that team as well, could learn from these players, and now they can take that with them into this team. James has grown into becoming a captain. He's being more vocal on and off the pitch, which I really like. I mean, it's just so fantastic seeing a Cobham graduate being the Mr. Chelsea and captain in the team. I think Enzo Fernandez is growing into maybe become a captain. He has learned English now, and he's very vocal out there on the pitch, and is always available, always being professional, taking care of himself. I know we're not going to sign Experience on the Blue Co, but this is why we are inconsistent, and I think we're always going to be limited to where we can reach. We can maybe nick a smaller trophy here and there in a cup competition or a conference league, maybe a Europa League, but we're going to be far away from Premier League and Champions League. I hope I'm proven wrong, but that's how I'm seeing things. I think Leon Rosinger has better leadership qualities than Maresca had. I think his playing management is really good. I like literally everything he says so far. And instead of throwing players under the bus, he sees it as a collective issue that everyone can work upon. Please, guys, let me know in the comments down below how you feel. Do you think Josh will improve and learn from here on and get better? And do you think it was the right or wrong decision from Liam to start him in a Premier League game against Leeds? And do you also think having a lot of young, inexperienced players will be an issue for us? Do you think that will make us inconsistent? Please let me know that. We can have the discussion in the comments down below. And I thank you so much for watching this video. Chelsea Explains out.